Hello everyone, I am Yoon Han. Welcome back to my channel Kids Python. This is my 11th video in the series Kids Python 101. In this video, we will learn how to write Python functions. As you're watching this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel and go to kidspython.com for the learning materials. You can also use the Playground tab on the website to practice writing your Python code. In the previous lesson, we learned how to define a function in Python. In this lesson, I will give you a few examples on how to write a function to solve real problems. Once a specific task is defined for a function, you can follow the 4 steps to write the function. Step 1. Define the function name and make it meaningful. Step 2. Decide what parameters to be passed in and give them meaningful names. Step 3. Decide what result the function needs to return or returns no result. Step 4. Write the code block to complete the required task. Let's start with a simple task that requires writing a function for calculating the area of a rectangle. Step 1. The function can be named as rectArea. That is meaningful and calls out what task the function is for. Step 2. To calculate the area of a rectangle, we need to know its width and height that can be defined as parameters. Step 3. This function needs to return the calculated area as a result. Step 4. In this example, the code block can be simplified to contain only the return statement, since rectangle area is calculated as width times height. We can write the code block as return width times height. The second task is to write a function that returns the maximum number of 2 given numbers. For example, returns 8 when the 2 numbers are 8, 4. Again, let's follow the 4 steps. Step 1. The function can be named as max, short for maximum, or maximum as a full word. Step 2. We need to compare 2 numbers to find the larger number, so we can define 2 parameters to pass in the arguments. We can name these parameters as x and y, or a and b, whatever that makes sense. Step 3. This function needs to return the larger number of the 2 given numbers. Step 4. To find the larger number of the 2 numbers, we need to compare them. We can write a if statement to test if the first parameter is larger than the second one. If true, we return the first parameter. Otherwise, we return the second parameter. The third task is to write a function that reverses a given string. For example, the reversed string of hello is Ola. Step 1. The function can be named as reverse. That describes the specified task very well. Step 2. The string to be reversed needs to be specified as a parameter. We can use a short parameter name as s or any other name you like. Step 3. The function needs to return the reversed string as a result. Step 4. To reverse a string, we can either iterate from the beginning of the string or from the end by using the negative index numbers. Let's try the first approach that iterates the string from left to right. We can create a result variable that holds an empty string at the beginning. Then, when the for loop iterates the string and retrieves a character, we add the character to the beginning of the result variable. When the loop ends, the result variable will contain the reversed string and will be returned. Try to execute their code on kidspython.com and verify the result. The last task is to write a function that finds all even numbers that are less than a given number. For example, the even numbers that are smaller than 10 are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Step 1. The function can be named as findEvens. That describes what task the function is for, or you can name it with other meaningful names. Step 2. The given number needs to be specified as a parameter. We can call it num or any other name you like. Step 3. As we need to find all even numbers less than the number, there will be multiple values returned. We can let the function return a list as the result in this case. Step 4. In the code block, we create a result variable that is assigned an empty list at first. Then we can use the range function to generate the sequence of all numbers less than the num parameter. Then we can use a for loop to iterate the sequence, find even numbers, and store them into the result list variable by using the append function. When the for loop ends, the result list variable will contain all the numbers that are less than the num parameter and be returned. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little about how to write functions in Python. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I post.